Hello and welcome. So this video was inspired by one object that I found on Pinterest that kind of made me spiral into what other cute shops are out there. So I found 5 really cute online shops. Some of them are real shops that you can go and visit in real life, that you can shop for housewares and other cute, unnecessary things that you don't need. I think something that I really try to do is that if I am in the market for something, buying intentionally with something that I know it's going to be an investment, right? So sometimes I am more willing to spend a little bit more money on something if I think that, obviously if it's going to be good quality, if it's just something that I know I'm gonna get a lot of use out of. And I think that I've had to kind of retrain my brain a little bit because I did used to sell vintage. So there was a lot of excess buying because I was like, the justification behind buying was that I was gonna resell it, And that kind of led into like a bit of hoarding sometimes, So when I stopped doing that, I really started to pay attention to like how I was spending and like not just buying for the sake of buying and really buying for knowing that I'm going to use something. So these shops, I think, kind of encourage that because they are a little bit more upscale, a little bit more expensive. Not all of them. Some of them I think have really good pricing, but it's not like the level of something that you're going to buy every single day, or you're not gonna like buy like a huge haul of stuff, if that makes sense. So without further ado, these are the cute little shops that I found online. I'm gonna start where it all began, which is with these toothbrushes. This shop is called Blanch and Mimi. It's obviously French. They are located in Portland, Maine. Super cute. But they have a really great website as well. So obviously starting off with these Italian toothbrushes. I don't need these, but I want them. I want the whole collection. I do think I don't know which ones I would want to buy. I love all of them. Definitely the yellow stripe is so good. Honestly, the yellow stripe and like the kind of Gucci green and red one together in a cup. It's so dumb. This is so dumb. But I love it, and I would like to buy these toothbrushes. It's ridiculous. Love it. Okay, little less ridiculous, little bit more of a justifiable purchase is this mini leather tote bag. I've never seen a tote bag like this. So I do think that this is like, if you're in the market, this is a really great tote bag to have this 2 different colored striped leather. I think it's really nice. It doesn't offer a ton of function. I think this is just like a good like market bag / purse. I would even argue that this could maybe be a good beach bag. And I would or like picnic bag, l'apéro, if you are familiar. I do have family in France, and my mom and I went a few years ago. We were in Paris and they're like, oh, welcome. We're gonna do this little l'apéro. I'm probably not saying it properly. My French is very subpar, but it's basically a picnic where you just snack. It's basically girl dinner picnic. Charcuterie and obviously champagne. So it's a good l'apéro bag. My American accent French word, so that I can upset French people. I don't know why I don't have these, but I'm going to. This is such a smart thing. Do you ever accidentally throw away a cork? It's so annoying. It's so annoying. And I just love having a backup cork. Just always having a backup cork. That's so smart. And what's also smart about them is that, like, you know how like a cork expands. If you leave it out of the bottle for too long, you forgot, you went outside, you have your whole glass of wine, and then you come back inside to pour more, and you're like, oh my God, How am I gonna get this cork back in this bottle? Some of these problems are ridiculous first world problems, but this has happened to me, and I think it's probably a relatable experience. And if I had a backup cork, I wouldn't have this issue. So I think that this is a clever little do to add. I don't know what kind of energy I'm on today, but it's an energy. They also have some vintage stuff, not a ton, but I really like these sterling bar spoons that are heart-shaped. They're super cute. I don't think I can say anything else about them other than they're cute. Last but not least, I am a big fan of these, and I actually kind of like the idea of like bringing this to the beach. It's kind of extra, but it would be really cozy. More commonly, these would be used like on top of a sofa to cover it. Like we have them at our house, which is the company that I work for, and I'll recommend them for people that have pets. They're like, what do I do? How do I keep my dog off the sofa? And I'm like, don't keep your dog off the sofa, cover your sofa. But I like this cute little Frenchy stripe. It's kind of like my shirt. They're cute, they're cozy. I like the patterns. In fact, I really like this one. Okay, the next shop that I found is called Mountainside. It's located in Felton, California, which is just outside Santa Cruz. It's very crunchy California, but I did find some really cute stuff on there, so I think it's worth the mention. I love anything onyx. I don't know if it's like trending right now or if it's just something that I've realized I love lately. Like I love the variation in the stone. So anyways, I really love these. They're calling them Palo Santo holders, or it can be, you know, like a taper holder. I just think they're the perfect cutie little stone holder for whatever. I think we've all seen these before. If you are into home goods in general, housewares that are cute, you've seen these fish citrus squeezers. It's just so fun and whimsical. I'm not necessarily like a whimsical girly, but if I saw this in someone's kitchen, I would absolutely be like, thank you so much for giving this to me. I appreciate that. So I do really like this little guy. Do I need a squeezer? No, but it is $9. So a girl can be tempted. They have really good ceramics on here in general. Most of them are sold out, but I do really like this little footed tray. You can use it for a little jewelry tray. I would probably have it somewhere. Like we just have like ashtrays all over the house that have Palo Santo sticks in them. So that's likely what I would use it for. But you can use it for anything, even just placing your sponge. We've been watching the Great British Bake Off baking show. So how can I say sponge and not be sounding like I'm talking about cake? Outside of your sink, you know, with your little sponge. Okay, I'm done. Adorable. I've definitely seen these before, but they have them on this shop, so I'm including them. Little cherries. I mean, the cherry trend on a cake is adorable. So why not let the cherries be your birthday candle? I think it's fun. Why does a birthday candle have to be those same old little swirly, multicolored candles? They don't. They can be little cherries or little fish. I think they have little fish on here too. Okay, I love this so much. Obviously, I live at the beach now, so this strikes a different chord. They have a flower press version of this as well. When I was little, I loved pressing flowers, and I have very special memories of, I had a flower press. It was so cute. It was like a wooden, I'll try to find a picture of it. But having a seaweed press. I just think that this would honor my inner child in so many ways, that now that I live at the beach, like I have a new excuse to be pressing things. I didn't know you could press seaweed. That's cute. So now I'm like, should I have children now and I can press seaweed with them like my mom pressed flowers with me? I'll do it with my dog. Okay, this next shop is online only. It's called Dennis Did It. They don't have a ton of inventory, but it's one of those shops where I can see the potential. I think that once they start to like really grow, they're gonna have a really nice curated shop. You can tell there's careful choosing in everything that they're offering. So the first thing that pulled me in was this tactile calendar that I actually found on Pinterest, which led me to the shop. I just think it's really unique, kind of mid-century. It'd be a cute thing to have on your desk, especially if you're kind of a fidgety person. It's not a cheap little investment, but I do think it'd be a nice gift for somebody. Yeah, it's just not really something that I could see myself buying for myself. But if I had a friend that it made sense to buy for them, I would consider that. It's just like a cute Going into other things that they have a really nice lighting section, all pretty mid-century. They have, you know, the like rice paper lanterns as well. But I thought this one was really nice, and I think I would consider getting this maybe for my kitchen, but I like the idea of it being portable. Whenever I have guests over for the evening, I always wish that I had a little lamp in my bathroom, but I don't like the mess of the cord and all of that stuff. So this would also be nice to just, I don't like the mess of the cord and all of that. So it would be nice to just have like a little portable lamp that you can just put in there. I mean, obviously they go in the bathroom and they turn on the lamp, or they turn on the light, but I just wish there was like a soft glow. I mean, I light a candle in there. It's something that I do think about a lot, is I wish I had a little lamp in there. So I think this might be a nice little solution, but I do think it'd be a good kitchen lamp as well. I just like this little bundled set of these two little dishes. I think they work particularly well together rather than buying them separately, like the chalice and the little bowl. So I think it's just like a cute thing if you have some sort of display of snacks or whatever, appetizers, to have a little bit of height difference when you're arranging. So I do really, it's a good little set. So yeah, not as much to show you on that website, but I think it's, again, one of those, keep your eye out for this company. I think that they're going to continue to grow and have some more nice little houseware options for us. Okay, so this shop has a lot. It is located there's actually 2 locations in Boston. It's called the Boston General Store. So they have a lot of stuff on their website. There's a lot to go through. I tried my best to narrow it down. They just have really good stuff. And it's like, not all of it is like a total hit, but you could tell that even though they have a really large selection, they are choosing with care. They have an entire drop down on their like navigation. It's called brand values. And there's fair trade, low waste, USA manufactured, women owned, buy once, vegan, and slow living. So these are all different categories that you can shop under, which I think is just like a really nice thing to show your values in that way. Because you can assume that if you have a cutie little crunchy shop, that this person must be shopping fair trade, whatever, or sourcing fair trade. But to have it all broken out like that on their website, I think is really, really smart. This was how I found this shop. It's these little steel fish clips for like little bag clips. If you're in the market for some bag clips, these are $2.99. They're stupid cute to have little fishies to close your fishy snack bag. I actually would wear these. They're made from recycled plastic and hemp. Clogs. Love a clog. And I think this is kind of a chic, ugly clog, if that makes sense. Clogs are ugly, but I do wear my Birkenstocks like every single day of my life. These ones, I'm wearing them right now. My wool ones. But I do like the idea of having like a gardening shoe. Not that I garden much, but to be able to just like go outside and like, you know, if I'm watering, I'm always like, oh, I don't want to get my shoes wet. But if I had these on, I wouldn't worry about that. I literally don't need this, but I really like it. And I'm like, should I get this for like sewing? I'm not going to buy this, but it's nice. And I like it. And there's different colors, but I love the red. Okay, honorable mention is this stapler. Moving on. Okay, last but not least, we are heading over to Brooklyn, New York to shop at Pora. This is a gorgeous store. Well curated, they have beautiful things. We cannot afford to shop here, okay, you guys? This is purely window shopping, what we're doing, unless we are making like $400,000 plus a year and we do not care where our money goes. We are not shopping here. But I will still show you some things that maybe we can splurge on. There's one thing we are absolutely not buying, you guys, but we love to look, okay? How I know that this place is a little bit overpriced, okay, is because we're starting with these spoons. $10, no problem. No problem. Put it in the cart, okay? They're really cute acrylic spoons. You know, they're like little stirring spoons, right? I love the tortoise shell. Boston General Store has the same ones for $6. So I think we're being New York City taxed here with the $10 versus the $6. However, everything else that they have is pretty unique, and I will move on. This is not something I would consider purchasing, but I love the way that it's styled. I just love how unique it is. Again, it's out of my price range for a candle holder. If I walked into someone's home and saw that on their like credenza and their like little entryway, I would be like in love. You know, it's not, again, it's not something that I would like see on the shelf and be like, I have to have this, but I appreciate it. So that's why she's included. This is a more affordable candle holder option, a little less exciting, but it is $40. So we could buy her, but I'm not stumbling to make this purchase. You know what I mean? I know it sounds like I'm being negative about this place because I really think they have some beautiful stuff, but I'm gonna continue. Okay, so Boston General does not have these. These are like the same collection, I think, in the servingware. I wish they had the spoon version of this like striped design because I really love this zebra stripe, and I so wish that they had the little spoon version. But neither store, Pora or Boston General, has this in the little spoon version, but I really love these. I think they're really beautiful. They also have really nice ceramics, like plates, servingware, things like that. These are pretty simple, but they are unique and I just like them. I like the blue stripe. It's just a little, I mean, it's nice. I think that's maybe, oh, it's a cake plate. So it's small, 6 inches. Yeah. So this is a tiny plate. I was like, oh, set of 4, 210 for like dinner plates. That's not bad, but actually these are cake plates. But they have these also really interesting, like folky, this is called the folk pasta bowl, this like little farmer. I'm not gonna show you all of them because we'll be here all day if I showed you everything that I like, but this is nice. And there's other ones if you wanna take a look. And like, honestly, if you're buying like one nice serving bowl or pasta bowl or whatever, $52, okay. If we have to, if I must. I just think these are so funny. $240 for 6 napkins is also hilarious. But imagine going to a dinner party and it's like, okay, pick your napkin. What's it gonna be? I think that's so funny. And it looks cute. And I like it. I like this dumb napkin. We're not buying this, you guys, but I have to show you this stupid Tabasco holder for $1,600 plus $50, so $1,650. I can't even believe that this is something that people can buy, a sterling silver Tabasco holder. But this would look a lot nicer on your table than a plain Tabasco bottle. So they're not wrong in making such a thing. But it's crazy. It's crazy. And I love it. And I love it. Okay. Thanks for going on this little shopping journey with me. Sure do hope you enjoyed. I hope that it brought a little bit of inspiration for things you might want to stupidly buy for yourself if you are in a frivolous mood. That's all I have. Thank you for watching. Thank you for all your likes, your comments, and your subscribes. I am such on a weird one today. Thank you for putting up with that. And I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye. I love you. Goodbye.